Hello YouTube, this is Andrew with another short video. Today I want to talk about checkout machines. Those machines that you pretty much check out your items and you just on your way home, right? It's kind of a little bit disturbing in the fact that most places are trying to get rid of cashiers. Because it's just disturbing. I had two experiences this year. One was with Five Below. Didn't have no cashiers. There was probably people like standing next to like people trying to check out, explaining how to use the machine, but of course they weren't that cashier. But anyways, I mean, some people love the concept, some people don't. I mean, this Five Below just opened up. So, of course, right now they have a lot of people explaining how to use a machine. There's probably at least a good 8 checkout machines, which is like a ridiculous amount of machines, right? If you think about it. But, how long is this going to last with these crazy machines? Like, is it the whole year? Is it due to the CV virus? How long is this going to last? It's a little bit ridiculous. And then I went to Royals Farmers. Same thing. I couldn't find a cashier. I couldn't ask them, can you put $20 on pump number 8, for example, and I want to buy the soda. It's just crazy. I mean, where are the cashiers? I mean, the only cashiers I saw was the workers trying to make the chicken sandwiches and all that stuff. But they're not in charge of the cash register to put the gas pump. That's supposed to be somebody's job, right? I mean, there were at least 4 checkout machines, and pretty much people were just ringing everything up. I mean, there's no way how you would put money on a freaking pump. It's just crazy. It's like, where's the cashier at? Where is this person at? It's like, there's not even a bell. There's nothing. The same thing when I go to Amazon Hub. I mean, sometimes there's nobody in the front desk. I mean, it's kind of like they're trying to do the job in the back of the freaking warehouse, trying to check the return items, and nobody's there to check out the supply, the stuff. Like this, it's getting out of control. You can tell it's getting out of control. And it's like, somebody needs to say something. And if nobody says it, I'm going to say it. You know what I mean? It's just out of control, like, in my opinion. It's just, how long is this going to last until somebody says something? Just saying. I mean, I understand that there are cashiers that can't count. I mean, I had to tell a cashier, learn how to count, because first of all, I don't want to say the place I went to because I don't want to bash them, but it was like a fast food place. I gave this girl $5, and then, she just literally tried to steal like $2. And then when she did that, when I told her, she gave me my change back, but she gave me more, which I'm not complaining that I got more money back, but still, like, dude, learn how to count. And then I went again, and she did it again. And I had to tell her, I was like, if she does it next time, I'm about to confront your manager. And, this is just ridiculous. And I understand these machines might be better in counting, but of course, something's wrong with our culture if we don't know how to count. What's going on in the school system? Like, something is terribly wrong. We're teaching people not knowing how to count money is terrible. And then on top of that, most stuff is by debit card, which, it's fine. It's great. There's less errors. But at the same time, you still need to learn how to, learn how to count. You cannot give the wrong change. And I'm assuming that's why there is machines now, because these cashiers don't know how to count. And it's kind of like, when are we going to put the pedal to the metal, right? When are we going to say, hey, we need extensive training on cashiers? I know when you are applying for a job, it does say high school diploma, and I understand that, but we cannot just say, oh, high school diploma is not enough, you need an associate. That's just ridiculous. What we should do is, if HR should say, hey, we should train people how to count, because the more that we keep not addressing the issue, the more the problem will become. And that's why we have checkouts, because nobody has addressed the problem, the issue. They just want to replace people, period, because they don't want to have the time, they don't want to put the effort in training people how to count. And I believe that's the issue. And it's kind of like, oh, now what, the tellers, you need a college degree because the people from high school don't know how to count. I mean, what kind of world are we going to live in a few years if we do not confront the problem? It's very easy to brush the problem by putting a machine. But, if you don't put enough effort in training people, just like a computer program, every year they update it. Humans are the same way. You got to update their knowledge. You got to update what they think. If you do not teach anybody anything, of course they're going to have this old programming. They're going to be stuck in the same bubble. You do not have to say, hey, this person needs an associate's degree to do a job. You don't need that. What you need is extensive training. Good training. That's all that you need. And a lot of companies are not willing to do that. They're not willing to put money in training people, and that's sad. And that's why we are still having the same issues today, because nobody wants to train people. They just want to hire people and assume that they know everything. Of course they don't know everything. Just like a computer. The computer doesn't know anything. Somebody put in the time and effort to code the computer. The computer did not have those codes. Somebody entered the code in those computers. And the same thing works for a human being. Believe it or not, you have to train them. You have to actually show them. And that's how you resolve the issue. Not just saying, oh, we need somebody that is higher educated because you believe that this person is smarter than the other person here. Okay, the only difference between one and the other is dedication. That's the truth. The person without the college degree probably don't have the dedication and patience to sit down in the classroom. But at the same time, there's other factors. Sometimes the college degree person had the money. They probably had the resources to go to school. They probably had free housing. Maybe their parents gave them housing until they finished school. Sometimes the person that has the high school degree didn't have those opportunities. It wasn't around those environments where they get free housing, free food, or whatever the scenario was. And there is no mentors. And a lot of people that don't have a college degree is because there's a lack of mentorship. And I think we live in a world that people do not like to teach people anymore. They don't want to mentor people anymore. They wanted everything prepackaged. And like I said, computers are not prepackaged. Somebody coded it. So just trying to address an issue that I'm seeing over and over again, that people are assuming that something or a human being is all of a sudden prepackaged, born into this world knowing everything. And that's not the truth. I hope we wake up to this reality, because if we're not, we're gonna still dwell in the same problems, and we will think a machine is the problem, not the problem but the solution, and that's not the truth. A machine is not a solution. A machine, you gotta update it every year. Like I said, if you don't update a human brain every year, they're going to be stuck. And I think that's the problem. A lot of people do not realize that. They assume that people are stuck in their old ways. They really are not. They really are not. You need to have sophisticated training. Anyways, that's my opinion. Everybody have a blessed Monday. Bye.